Reality television thrives on the perfect narrative. The most powerful storyline a producer can sell to an audience is the ultimate underdog. We all want to root for the diamond in the rough, the hidden genius who has no idea just how brilliant they truly are. In the summer of 2018, America was introduced to a 13-year-old girl who fit this description so perfectly, it almost felt like magic. Her name was Courtney Hadwin. She walked onto the stage of America's Got Talent looking incredibly nervous, barely able to answer the judges' questions without stammering. But the moment the music started, she transformed into a rock and roll powerhouse, delivering a performance so shocking that it earned her the golden buzzer. She became an overnight sensation. But shortly after her viral explosion, the internet started digging, and a very different picture began to emerge. Did this shy teenager genuinely shock the world? Or was the American public carefully manipulated by a masterclass in television production? Welcome to our special investigative report. Today, we are pulling back the curtain to reveal the untold truth of Courtney Hadwin. To understand the controversy, we must first look at the illusion that captured the nation. When Courtney stepped onto the stage, her body language told a story of severe anxiety. She fidgeted with her hands, her voice trembled, and she looked as though she might run off the stage at any moment.
Mel B tried to comfort her, speaking to her gently as if calming a frightened bird. Simon Cowell looked on with his trademark skepticism, clearly not expecting much from the awkward schoolgirl standing before him. It was a masterfully built tension. The entire auditorium held its breath, expecting a timid, delicate vocal performance. They were bracing themselves for a potential disaster. Then, the opening chords of Otis Redding's Hard to Handle blasted through the speakers. What happened next completely defied logic. The shy, trembling teenager instantly vanished. In her place stood a wild, uninhibited rock star, channeling the spirit of Janis Joplin and Mick Jagger. She kicked, she screamed, she danced with a chaotic, mesmerizing energy. Her voice was raspy, powerful, and completely unexpected. The judges' jaws dropped. The audience erupted into a frenzy. It was the ultimate element of surprise. When the song ended, the shy girl immediately returned, blushing and covering her face. Howie Mandel compared her to a completely different era of music and slammed his hand on the golden buzzer. It was the perfect television moment. Within 24 hours, Courtney was the most talked about person on the internet. The audition video racked up tens of millions of views, trending at #1 across multiple platforms. News outlets praised her as a prodigy, a completely undiscovered talent who had just been plucked from obscurity. The narrative was deeply inspiring.
It sent a message to every shy, socially anxious kid in America that they too could have a roaring lion hiding inside of them. The producers of America's Got Talent had struck absolute gold. She was the undisputed frontrunner, the darling of the season, and the favorite to take home the $1 million prize. But in the digital age, secrets are incredibly hard to keep. As Courtney's popularity skyrocketed, curious fans began searching for her past performances on YouTube. They expected to find grainy cell phone videos of her singing quietly in her bedroom or at a local school talent show. Instead, they uncovered a massive, glaring contradiction to the underdog narrative. Just 1 year prior, Courtney had been a contestant on The Voice Kids United Kingdom. And she was not just a minor contestant, she was a major star on the show, making it all the way to the grand finale. The revelation sent shockwaves through her newly formed fanbase. The videos from The Voice Kids showed Courtney receiving extensive professional vocal coaching. She was performing on massive television stages, complete with backup dancers, pyrotechnics, and complex lighting rigs. She was interacting comfortably with celebrity judges and commanding the stage like a seasoned professional. The American audience suddenly realized that the trembling, terrified girl they saw on their screens was not an undiscovered amateur stepping into the spotlight for the very first time.
She was an experienced television veteran who had already been through the intense machinery of a major reality competition. The backlash was swift and severe. Social media erupted with accusations of deception. The word fake began trending alongside her name. Viewers felt betrayed, arguing that the show had intentionally misled them to manufacture an emotional reaction. People questioned how much of her initial nervousness was genuine and how much was a carefully directed performance, heavily encouraged by the producers. The magic of her golden buzzer moment was instantly tainted. The controversy became so loud that the network had to step in, desperately trying to control the damage and protect their star contestant from the growing outrage. To find the truth, we have to examine the reality of how reality television actually operates. Shows like America's Got Talent are not documentaries. They are entertainment products designed to maximize viewership. Producers are constantly looking for a hook. When they discovered Courtney, they saw a genuinely talented girl with a quirky, contrasting personality. It is highly likely that they leaned heavily into the shy girl narrative, perhaps editing her pre-interview footage to highlight her most nervous moments, while completely omitting her significant past television experience. It is a common industry practice known as omission of facts.
They did not technically lie about who she was, but they carefully curated what the audience was allowed to see. Courtney's defense was simple, and in many ways very human. Her representatives pointed out that she never lied about her past. The judges on America's Got Talent simply never asked her if she had been on television before. Furthermore, they emphasized that participating in a show in the United Kingdom did not magically cure her natural social anxiety. Standing in front of Simon Cowell in America is a terrifying experience for anyone, regardless of their past. The shy teenager and the wild rock star were not opposing lies. They were two genuine sides of the same complex person. Music was her escape, the only place where she felt confident enough to let go. Despite the heavy controversy, Courtney's raw talent carried her through the competition. She reached the finals, delivering consistently high-energy performances. However, the initial magic had faded. The innocence of the underdog story was gone, replaced by endless online debates about authenticity and television manipulation. She did not win the season, ultimately falling short of the top prize. The pressure of being loved, then heavily scrutinized by millions of people at just 13 years old, was a brutal introduction to the reality of the entertainment industry. She had survived the machine, but not without scars. Today, Courtney Hadwin is still making music. She has grown into a unique, independent artist, continuing to develop the classic rock sound that made her famous. Looking back at her viral journey, the untold truth is neither a complete scam nor a perfect fairy tale. It is a fascinating case study in how television shapes our perception of reality. Courtney was genuinely a shy, awkward teenager with a spectacular voice. But she was also a strategic contestant, placed inside a highly produced narrative designed to fool America into falling in love. She gave us one of the greatest television moments of the decade, reminding us that in the world of entertainment, the line between reality and illusion is always perfectly blurred.